Good morning, guys. Happy Thursday. I'm headed to the rheumatologist for my working appointment. I don't know what my hair is doing. I don't have the hardest time when it comes to what side she parted on when I wrap it. I don't even know. Don't even care. So last night was very difficult. I had came on, I did one inhalation or the vape or whatever. I ended up falling asleep, but I woke right back up at like 12:30. And I tried to like say, okay, well, I'll be fine. I don't need to, maybe take it again. But by 2:30, I was in so much pain because I was trying not to like take my pain medicine. So I ended up taking a muscle relaxer, and I did one more inhalation of the vape, and I was like, okay, well, I should be able to fall back asleep. Didn't fall asleep. Normally my muscle relaxer knocks me out, but I guess because my pain had gotten so bad all day from me not taking anything. And we went to, when my husband got done with track, we went to Walmart, we went to Ross, we went to Burlington's last night. So I was like excruciating. So it was almost 5 o'clock, and I was like, you know what? So I did 2 more times, and this time I actually saw like a little smoke, because the first 2 times I didn't see any. And so we were thinking like I could taste it, and I coughed, but I didn't see smoke. So I was just like, oh, well, maybe it just hasn't really like no smoke effect or whatever. But this is not a whole bunch. It was just like a poof, like if you went outside and it was super cold and you took, you're breathing and you see your breath. That's what it kind of looked like, really quick, and it went away. So I did 2, and then finally I fell asleep. But then I think my doctor's office called me at like 8:30, 9 o'clock. I was upset because I gotta be here at 10:45. I was trying to get the last few minutes of anything, because I was tossing and turning. My husband was like, what was wrong with you last night? He was like, you could not stay in the bed. Like, I was hurting so bad. And he was like, well, you got to be careful not to be, taking your other medicines. And I was like, well, I got to do something until this stuff gets in my system that I know how to control it. So one thing that I'm noticing, like, I'm probably going to get the actual oil, the tincture oil in the relief strength, the strong strength, because if that lasts 6 to 8 hours, like, I didn't think when I was placing my order to maybe do like, I just didn't think about it. And then there's also one that's called Zen that we really didn't go over, but that's for muscle spasms, which I probably should have got that one. So it's just a lot that I'm learning. I'm not gonna waste what I have, but it's just trying to figure out how to get better, results. So I'm hoping like today, once I'm done, I need to go get my small box recipients stuff. I'm gonna try to get it today. I got some stuff, but this will be the last one I'm doing for the year, so I'm kind of making it a little bit different. So I don't know. I'm trying, but I did take before I walked out the one that has for the nausea effect. I did that one. Hopefully it'll work. My head is killing me. Like, I have the worst headache, and I don't know if that's something common, like from the marijuana, if it dries you out like that, or I don't know. I just feel like really dehydrated. So I've been trying to drink today, but my head is killing me. Like, my neck hurts. Like, I just don't feel good, and I think it's just because I couldn't find a comfortable position whatsoever. But I'm praying that when I get here, she'll be able to help me with something. I found some new information on something that I think I have. I'm pretty sure that's what I have. I don't, but I don't think I can record because I have my list of questions are in my phone under my notes. So I apologize, but I will keep you guys posted. I just don't want to miss anything because I feel like the last 2 appointments I've missed critical symptoms, but of course brain fog, you forget. And when she's saying rashes, like, I'm not even in my head. I told her, I think at the beginning of my appointment, like, yeah, I have my butterfly rash, but then like she repeats herself a couple of times, and then I would say no, and I was just, I don't know, like, it's just very frustrating. So I'll come back when I'm done, guys. Hey guys, I'm done with my appointment. I'm kind of stressed, but I just talked to my husband, so he put a lot of things in perspective that I just have to trust in God and know that it is going to work itself out. She's stopping my cell subs altogether because she's saying she's not convinced that my diagnosis is lupus, because my old rheumatologist in neither one of her notes specified the criteria of why she diagnosed me with lupus. And I don't understand how that's possible. But I will be probably getting the records from her first office, because I really don't think they have them. My husband's like, well, you know, you've been praying for healing, and maybe that's what it is. But pretty much she's saying, she does not saying that my symptoms aren't true. She wants me to be off the meds to truly see my side effects and my symptoms without the medication in my system. And I get it. And my husband's like, well, you know, you're starting this medical marijuana, and maybe this is something that you don't have to be on these medications. Like, you know, we know what doctors have told you prior. But like, I was just afraid, because, shouldn't even say afraid. I just saw from me stopping the dosage or changing it to half how sick I've gotten. And I don't want to get any sicker when I'm not on something. I know God has me, and like I told him a lot of stuff. Like, I think about, you know, my mom, like all the symptoms she had, and then they said, well, you know, we don't think that that's what you have. We think that's in your head, but yet she lost her life at 55. So the natural part of me, that's the fear side. But then I know spiritually, like, I have faith, and I know I pray about faith, and I try to encourage people to be positive. And I guess sometimes if you're praying for healing and miracles, supernatural miracles, some people believe it and some people don't, but I do. Maybe, you know, it's not there anymore, but, you know, you just, you know, wonder all the stuff that you went through. But sometimes in life you do have to go through trials and tribulations in order to see you know, get to the other side, to appreciate life, to learn things, to grow your faith in him. So I'm just gonna do that. So currently I'm heading to Alabama to have lunch with my brother. He just was really down and out yesterday. Our parents, you know, my mom's 12th year of her death was yesterday, and it was just a really hard day. And I just wanted to go over and make sure he's okay. But that's what I'm doing. But I'll come back, because he goes to lunch at 1. It's 11:30, and it takes me like 45 minutes to an hour to get there. So I'll come back. Hey guys, so I'm done eating with my brother. I'm almost to the house. I'm about to get off at my exit. I am tired. My head is throbbing. I thought, like, once I ate and I got caffeine in me, that I would feel better, because all I had was a donut this morning and water. And yesterday before I went to bed, I really didn't eat a whole lot. So I was just like, okay, I just need to eat and get some, you know, caffeine, and I'll feel better. And I feel like so much worse. So I'm like gonna go home and probably try to take a migraine pill. Because I don't really know which one of these things could take for migraines, but it is so intense. Like, it's bad. So that's what I plan on doing. My husband, he doesn't have practice today. I'm glad, today or tomorrow, because we leave Saturday for the track meet. So I'm just really like struggling right now, because it's really bad with my head, and I was just really like hoping that Coke would have helped. I really didn't eat a whole lot, but I'm like really nauseated. I just feel like really sick. So I just wanted to pop on, but I'm gonna go home and take something. I don't know everything that I'm gonna take, but probably just take my Fitfirst and a Phenergan for right now, and deal with the medical marijuana stuff this evening or something. I have no clue. I don't know, but I'll come back. Hey guys, so it's about 8:30, and when I came on, from leaving Alabama, from eating lunch with my brother, I did come home. I didn't take the Fitfirst or the Phenergan. I just did 2 vape inhalations, and I went straight to sleep. My headache went away, and when I first got up, it was still kind of there, but it's gone completely, thank God. I'm hurting really bad still, and I guess that's because it only lasts for 1 to 3 hours, and to me, mine lasts for if the get 2 good inhalations is currently lasting about an hour to an hour and a half. So just trying to work it out. I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and get the strong dose in the liquid, like I said, because that lasts for 6 to 8 hours. Because sometimes like when you're hurting so bad, like the point of trying to get up, I'm used to just reaching over to grab my medication bag and get what I need, and not necessarily have to get up because it's just that painful. But this, I have to get up, go stand in the garage to inhale it twice, then to come back. That's the only inconvenience. And so that's why I think maybe the liquid, the tincture oil will be a lot better. But hey, I'm hopeful. I think right now I'm going to do inhalation of the one that's in the middle that kind of helps with pain and for nausea. Because since it's still kind of early, I don't want to do the other one and go to sleep too early and be wide awake. Yeah, but that's all I've done and I had a sandwich. I had leftovers from Mexican, but my stomach, like I said, hasn't been the best. I really don't have a big appetite. I barely ate that food from Mexican. And it wasn't, I ended up getting a quesadilla, so it wasn't anything like super greasy or anything. So I just told my husband I'll just warm it up tomorrow, and that'll be lunch. I'm still on the fence about the track meet, because we're going to have to take Easter now. Easter's been sick all week from what she caught from my niece. So we were trying to play it by ear with her. So I don't know yet if how she's gonna feel and how I'm gonna feel, because Michael's like, he doesn't want me to get out there and get sick because it's gonna rain, like on and off. It's gonna be like drizzles, but it's still gonna rain. So being in Birmingham, it's a lot colder because it actually snows there. It doesn't. I mean, it snows here in Florida every blue moon, but it doesn't snow, and it snows every year in Birmingham. So I'm just trying to listen to my body to see what's best. We're taking 26 athletes, so that's a lot of kids, and I just want the new parents, because 90% of them are new. I want them to have a good experience and to see that it's organized, and I kind of feel like if I'm not there, it may not. I'm trying not to. I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not gonna be negative. But my body is just taking a bad hit right now. I just feel like stuff is like eating away at me inside. Like, I just don't feel right. I don't feel good. I get the doctor's perspective, but I just, that back part of me is just what I went through when I wasn't on medication and being in the hospital, being put on oxygen. Like, I don't want to have to go through that to prove something. But it is what it is. So I will come back tomorrow, because all we're doing is trying to finalize everything. Like, I've done all the paperwork side of the laminating the sheets. We do a spreadsheet of each event and all the kids and age groups. So when the expediter, which is normally me, when they're calling it on the PA system, we have a parent that's in the stands that has a walkie-talkie that calls back to the tent to say, hey, they're calling for 8-year-old 100 meter or whatever. And then we get the kids together, and then a runner takes them to their event to check in. So there's a well-oiled system that we have worked out over the years. But I just wanted to come in and just say thank you also for everyone that's been praying for me via here and Instagram, that follow me. Like, it really means a lot. I just try to stay encouraged as much as possible, but it's just been really difficult to know when you're in a flare and no one will do anything. And that's why I feel like we kind of self-treat ourselves, because the Medrol dose pack at this point is looking really good. But I'm just going to not do it because I don't want anything to alter lab work either. So I don't know, guys. So I'm going to go hit this vape pen twice on the one that's the 1-to-1 of CBD and THC, so it's not really strong at all. So that's what I'm about to do. And I'll probably go to lay down, in the next hour and a half, 2 hours. Keep looking at my Christmas tree in the bag, and I really want to put it up, but I can't. And if I don't go, I'll make sure my husband gets my decorations out. So maybe I can try to tackle it this weekend, but I will definitely do a video if I get to do it. But until the next time, guys, be blessed. Hey guys, happy Friday. I just dropped the hubby off to start picking up the rental vehicles. We have cargo van at one location to pick up, but then we gotta go to a different location. But I'm headed back. My stomach is hurting so bad, y'all. Like, I've been taking the one for nausea, but my stomach is cramping. Oh Lord Jesus. The little lady trying to cross the street, pulling her luggage, and about to get hit by the fire truck that got their sirens on. Oh Lord, that was different. Okay, I don't know what I was saying before my husband called me back, but I am heading back to the house because, like I said, my stomach is just really not good right now. It's about 12:51. We're just trying to finalize everything. So he has to go to Sam to meet a couple of the parents that are going to be shopping for the nutritional snacks for the athletes. He has to go get the generator, and then one of the other coaches will be riding back with him to the house to get the van loaded. So y'all, this is I'm trying to be so positive with not being on this methotrexate, not methotrexate, mycophenolate, the Cellcept. It's just, my body is just really, I don't know. In part, I have certain families just well, she needs to reach out to the doctor by phone if she doesn't see the documentation in the medical records. But I will be going Monday to sign a release to get my office notes from when I was seeing her before. And I'm gonna ask if I could have that access on the portal, because I don't know, our portal for the for the hospital, it does not show. It shows lab works and like your x-ray reports, but it doesn't show any office notes, and I don't understand why that is. I don't know if that's because everybody is still trying to get acclimated with the transfer of everything. I don't know. I'm just trying to be like, this medical marijuana is gonna work. It's gonna work, and I know it's gonna take a minute to get in my system and for me to really get used to like really inhaling that strong of a stuff. For it to work. But my thing is, like, I rather have it by mouth than to have to keep constantly inhaling, and it's not doing anything. So I don't know what to do. So if you take the medical marijuana or use that and the CBD oils, how long does it take to really get in your system? Because they're saying like it's supposed to work instantly, and I can say that it calms your body to where I guess you're hurting, but it kind of takes the edge off, which I know probably nothing will take the pain away like 100%, and that's not what I'm looking for. But like it helps with the nausea, the one that I took for the nausea part. But like after, I would say less than like 30-45 minutes, I'm having to do it again, just to keep my stomach settled. So I don't want to have to keep doing that. Like, I'd rather have something that's going to last longer. Excuse me, I'm sorry. So I don't know, y'all. It's Friday. I'm blessed to be alive. It's just I'm having a hard time. I thought I was gonna have to go. I got dressed because I thought I was gonna have to go help him at Sam's, but he's like, no, you don't have to, because he knows like I just don't feel good. Easter is still sick, so I used to work for the doctor that she sees, but he has a new thing to where we don't have to bring her into the office. They do it via it's like a Skype thing for doctors to treat their patients. So thank God that's what we've been able to do for the last, anytime she's sick, we're able to do that. But when we have to go in for her recertification for her home health, we have to take her into the office, and his office is like 30 minutes away. But he's really good with her, and I know him personally. Like, he helps with the club, so we were able to do that, and it only took us 10 minutes. We connect online. He asks the symptoms. He lays eyes on her. Of course, he knows me, so he's like looking at me like, okay, well, what all of what's her symptoms, and has she done XYZ? And so he called her in some Z-Pack. So we did the call, the Skype conference call thing at like noon. So we got to go pick that up before we get on the road tomorrow. I'm still up in the air on if I'm going to go. I really haven't said anything to my husband, only is that because of Easter not feeling good, do we really want a chance putting her in that type of weather? And then it's going to, possible rain and stuff. So I'm trying to just be positive, but at the same time, my body just does not feel good. And I'm short of breath. I'm just tired, and he'll understand. It's just we got 26 kids, and that's a lot of kids to have to accommodate. So, yeah. But I'm almost at home. I'll come back a little later. Before my medication kicks in, I'm going to show you a haul of stuff that we got from Burlington's and from Ross. We got these gloves right here for Easter. They're really thick and like have the faux fur, whatever inside. We got this set. I don't find the price tag from mine. It was $10.99 for this like crochet type hat, but it's lined with the fur inside, and it'll cover her ears, and it came with gloves. But you guys know these are those little cheap gloves, so that's why we brought her these also. Michael brought this pair of gloves. And they're insulated also. It says 25, but I don't know. We didn't pay 25. $7.99. So these are pretty good gloves. I got me a hat set also. Mine was in gray. And I have the gloves to go with it. But I do have more gloves. Alabama. Roll Tide all day, every day. So they're actually like the football sports gloves because it has that grip. So I guess if you're throwing the football. But I did it because it was going to be cold under the tent. And still having to grip and do equipment and stuff like that. Like this would be really good. This was only $4.99. So that's not bad for an actual Alabama product. We're trying to get more sheets and stuff for our bed and the guest side of the house, but these are for our bed. They're king size sheets. They were $19.99. They're the Serta. It's a 6-piece set that has the pillowcases that come with it. So one fitted, one flat, 4 king size pillowcases, and then I guess yeah. And it has the elastic band. You guys know I spoke on the sheets that I truly love. The Southern Tide sheets because they have the elastic. They feel good. But my husband some kind of way put a hole in one of the sheets. So therefore we had to start over because we have sheets. But we don't like a lot of the sheets that we have purchased over the years. So we're trying to like eliminate those and you know, get new ones. So it was on sale at Ross for $19.99 for Serta. I've never tried their sheets, but I know their mattresses are really good. I don't know what the thread count is. If it's on here anywhere. But I felt it's microfiber. So I felt inside and it felt really good. So of course when we get sheets, we'll wash them before we ever put them on the bed. We're also getting new sheets, or extra sheets, I should say, for the guest side of the house. Found these at Burlington's, BB & Company, 6-piece set, gold and white. Oh my God, I wish I was trying to find the more, but this was all they had, and it was a 6-piece set, and it's the queen size. Because our guest beds are queen size. Easter has a king size. But yeah, it was $19. I never go to Burlington's. I've probably been to our Burlington's maybe 3 times in my life. So I forget about them. But they have so much home decor that I will be going back to get some stuff. But that was a really good deal because one of our guest rooms has like a gold paint and all that stuff. We got this set from Ross. These are the jersey knit sheets for king. It's got this is a 4-piece set. So it's got the flat fitted and 2 pillowcases inside. 50-50 blend with cotton and polyester. It feels like really, really good. With the little bag part. And it was on sale for $19.99. I try to get matching sheets based on the room, but hey, when you find stuff like this that's on sale, trust and believe, I'd rather get, you know, what's on sale. So let me try to rest, but I wanted to show you guys what we got when we went to Burlington's and Ross.